Brothers and sisters, we're doing this little review in the Sermon on the Mount, and we're going to emphasize this point today. People are liars. Now, what we mean by that is people sometimes behave in ways contrary to the truths of God. Sometimes people speak in ways that are contrary to the truth of God. Here it is from Matthew chapter 5, just after the Beatitudes, verse 33. Again, you have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but perform to the Lord what you have sworn. But I say to you, do not take an oath at all, either by heaven, for it's the throne of God, or by earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it's the great city of the great king. So, in short, people are liars. They don't tell the truth sometimes. And our solution to that is that sometimes we put oaths on top of certain statements to prop them up, to kind of get them up to the level of truthfulness, get them above water. And the one I like to use is I swear on the grave of my mother, or attaching, so help me God, attaching the name of someone wonderful, my mother or God, to a statement somehow reinforces it and makes a not so truthful statement truthful now. So why did you jump through all these hoops, God says? Why don't you just be truthful? Let your outsides, your words, reflect that's inside. That is, don't be without, or be without guile, without deceit. Live truthfully. So it's about building this reality of genuine truths rather than this matrix of some real truths and some not truths, which are supported by an oath here or there. If you just live by a truth and state only the truth, then no web of this testimony enhancement is necessary or desired. Okay, second point for today. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, but I say to you, don't resist the one who's evil, but if anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. So how does society handle an evil person is one thing, but how do I handle an evil person? What should I do when I am wronged? What should I do? I am wronged by a specifically evil person. So people are going to see how I respond. And here we have to leave room for the wrath of God and leave room for the punishment of the government. So let God be God and do his job. Let the government do his job. But meantime, you, me, live this way peaceably. Don't let evil overcome you by being evil. So when you encounter evil against you, throw wrath at it? No, goodness at it. Let God be in the wrath business. Let your government and criminal justice system handle the punishment. And here, love your enemies. This is not being neutral now. This is going beyond that. Pray for those who persecute you. This will make you a son of the Father in heaven. How? Well, it makes us a son by displaying characteristics of the family, of the Father. He wants us to value that relationship with him and those characteristics so much that we actually do some of the same things that he does. So God is this grace giver. Ask God for the grace of them. We ask that they would not get justice. Ask that they would not get what they deserve. Someone that cuts you off in traffic, ask that he does not get what he deserves, that the Lord would be merciful, that they would get less than. And that's just an easy little example. So what if I knew that God exhibits characteristics of being good to people who don't deserve it? Even though most people deserve a fistful of justice, God extends to them a fistful of, wait for it, mercy. And through these and other common graces, sunshine, rain, marriage, children, meaningful work, so what? He doesn't stop there. He asks us to be like him in this regard. So conclude with me for this little section. Throw goodness at evil. And then God sees in secret. So when you give to the needy, don't even let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Now he wants us to sound no trumpet when we practice our righteousness, our virtues, our just things. So we don't want to lose the reward if they're done for the wrong reasons. So even when we do actions sometimes that are good, they're accompanied by the wrong motivations. So here, a person in our little story is a person who does the right activity, but he does it in order to be seen. So be careful how you think about yourself and what you do with your pride department. It's going to be tempted to start a campaign of self-adulation in the world and even in the church and even in our own head. That's why it says don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. He wishes that room is left for him to sound the trumpet. So don't be congratulating your right hand of giving with your left hand of pride. Keep treasuring the sweetness of the true reward that's only from him. And be careful, because thinking of ourselves too highly is not very far away from thinking about God too lowly. Now, tomorrow we're going to launch into the Lord's Prayer, but there's this little preamble. It says, when you pray, don't pray like the hypocrites who love to stand and pray in the synagogues and on the street corners, that they may be seen. I say to you, they've received their reward. When you pray, go into your room, shut the door, pray to your Father who's in secret. So just some principles as we launch into the Lord's Prayer tomorrow. God can make prayer. You can pray anywhere. God made prayer. He created it, and you can pray anywhere. Yeah, and you're seen when you pray. He wants to hear from you. He desires this. He wants you to stand before him or kneel before him in your prayer closet. The point is, you have been invited. This passage invites us, summons us. He requests the favor of our presence. It's an amazing concept. He calls for you and is waiting for you. Jesus calls for you. The Father waits for you. He wants to be with you by using this communication tool that he's made. So let's RSVP to God. Tell him that you're coming to his throne. Don't keep him waiting. Thanks for listening.